Yo, what is up guys, Ghost here, and today is Tuesday, which is reset day, which means we're going to be checking out all the new weekly missions and the available game modes. And then I just wanted to touch on a couple of bugs that are prevalent in Battlefield 2042 at the moment, that one of them, may have been giving you a hard time with helicopters, and the other one you may have been enjoying more than you think. If you do enjoy the Battlefield content, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos. We've just smashed through 41,000 subs, so thank you guys for your amazing support as always. Let's keep it going. So let's kick things off here with the weekly missions. For Tier 1, you've got 1 round played on Flashpoint, 2 kilometers travelled in vehicles, and 10 teammates revived. Nice and easy there. Tier 2 has 6 objective ribbons, 15 kills or assists with snipers or marksman rifles, and 10 kills and assists with vehicles. Again, pretty straightforward. And then Tier 3 has 20 hipfire kills or grenade kills. I'll probably take the new AC-9 SMG for that one, 60 kills and revives, and 25 wingman ribbons earned. And then finally, the bonus here, you've got 8 objectives captured or neutralized on Flashpoint. So nothing really too difficult or annoying, shall we say, to accomplish this week. You basically just have to play Flashpoint and you'll complete almost all of these passively. I've definitely noticed a trend away from some of the more obscure missions that we used to get, like the ones where we had to get a certain number of specific ribbons in one round. Anyone remember that one? Or 15 dozer melee kills with the riot shield. Those were just a chore, honestly, for me to complete, so I'm glad to see a bit more of a neutral approach. Now for game modes this week, we've got 32 v 32 Flashpoint Conquest. I definitely felt like 64 v 64 was just a bit too hectic. It was too difficult to move tactically around the map. I know some people love that chaos, but I find it better to play with a smaller game size, so I'm happy to get to try that one out. I also believe they mentioned in the Battlefield podcast yesterday that Ripple Effect designed this map with 64 players in mind and not 128, so that's got to be a reason for that. And then we've got Seasons Breakthrough 32 v 32, and then in Portal there's the Battlefield World Tour again, Battlefield 3 Gunmaster, and 2042 Tank Superiority, and then of course there will be a new game mode for the Friday night Battlefield. No clue as to what that's going to be, but the guys and girls on the podcast certainly seemed pretty excited for that one. Oh, and also before I forget to mention it, don't forget if you're playing on PlayStation that Battlefield 2042 is free on PlayStation Plus for the month of March, available today, so that is for both PS4 and PS5. Now moving on here, let's talk about helicopters and AA missiles. I have seen many posts, especially from new players on Reddit and elsewhere on the internets, just absolutely fed up with the Nightbird on Flashpoint. They can't lock onto it, it constantly dodges behind cover, and it's just absolutely intolerable at the moment. In fact, I've even seen some really great pilots like Ash and Silk going 150 or even 200 and 0 in a single round, just absolutely insane scores, and there's a reason for that. And the reason is that Under Radar is currently bugged. So if you weren't aware, DICE implemented Under Radar for jets and helis with patch 3.2 if memory serves, which makes you immune to lock-ons when flying below 30 meters. However, this is only supposed to affect vehicle lock-ons from jets and Wildcats, etc., not infantry-fired AA missiles. So the bug at the moment is actually causing Under Radar to affect those munitions as well. So if you've experienced, locking onto a helicopter and then he drops below 30 meters and all of a sudden you lose your lock even though he didn't flare, then that's the reason why. This is on DICE's radar. They are working on a fix, so expect this to be sorted out soon. For all I know, this may already be fixed by the time you even see this video. Now, another interesting bug that sprung up over the weekend actually changed the 128 player version of Flashpoint into 64 players. I did notice this playing myself on Sunday. I assumed that DICE was simply changing this over themselves and they'd forgotten to update the UI, but no, it seems that this was actually a bug. But the interesting part is that PC players found themselves match made against only PC players, and console lobbies were filling up with only PlayStation and Xbox users. And would you know, many players were actually enjoying it much more. Now, you might find that kind of odd. If you've ever tried to play this game with crossplay turned off manually, you'll know that finding a full server seems almost impossible, and that's always struck me as kind of strange, because there surely must be enough players queuing on PC to fill up a server, or enough players queuing on console to at least fill a few servers, right? Yet whenever we turn crossplay off, matchmaking is just a downright terrible experience. So this has me wondering whether or not DICE are actually forcing crossplay upon us, because as we saw at the weekend with this bug, we had no problem whatsoever playing console v console or PC v PC. Now, I know a lot of people would prefer to play with crossplay off if they could. It's that age-old argument: the PC players complain about controller aim assist, and the console players complain about the advantages that mice and keyboard have over them, and some people would just prefer, you know, not to play against the other method of control. Personally, I don't really care about it too much. I just leave crossplay on, but I can certainly see how DICE could want to disencourage the community from turning crossplay off, since the game's player numbers are not really as high as they expected. I'm obviously just speculating here. I'm sure there isn't anything nefarious going on in reality, and it probably just comes down to, I don't know, a lack of tech or something. But let me know what you guys think about this down below. If you could matchmake just as well in either mode, would you play with crossplay on or off? If you missed out on all of the upcoming features that DICE announced for Battlefield 2042 yesterday, go and check out this video. Thanks as always for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.